guys, if you haven't noticed, I have a bee suit on. Check this hive out. So it's been like a few days, almost a week maybe, I don't know, I'll have to look, since I started feeding these bees. They're definitely more active. It's getting warmer out. So I'm gonna open this hive up, check it out, and I might actually, we'll see what the frames look like before I make any decisions. But you can see they're coming in and out. Pretty active. It's morning time. It's probably in the 60s already, I'm guessing. And we'll check this hive out. Hopefully I'll get a better image for you guys here. They're gonna be a little bit, gonna have some more energy to them. They should anyway, so I'll smoke them a little. Take the roof off here. Check our water out. Yeah, they're still using it. There's some dead ones in there. Got 8 dead ones. I took a few dead ones out the other day. We'll pop this off here. And we'll just set this. Set it out of the way. This is just the food here, that dry food. Just spray this. This will push the bees down. I can tell you right now, just from a few days, they already built up a lot of wax and comb. It's already fused together. And if you didn't notice last week, that last video I made, there was some frames didn't have any at all. And I'll show you right now. I don't know if you can see that in there, but those two frames are fused together. I do actually have a hook today, J-hook. We can free this up here. We'll just set this to the side. See the bottom side of this. I'm going to dump some of this, I guess. Bees, you see how they form a seal around it? See these bees right here? I'm hoping you guys can see this. See the pollen on the legs of these bees here. They're bringing it back in. This is a really good sign. These are just worker bees. Try not to get stung here. Not a lot of smoke coming out of the smoker. There we go. Push them down a little bit. Yeah, so a lot of these, I can tell you right now that some don't have any, I'm not seeing it yet, but wow, so you guys can see within a few days, they usually build up the outer frames last. This is the outer frame. I should probably have my little screen flipped around so I can see what I'm showing you. But you can see how much they drew out. And they're storing stuff in here. Trying to check this out here. All this wax is just drawn out. And this is a base in here. So it does have base, and there's some storage in here. That's really good. Pretty sure last week this didn't have anything on it. We'll put that back in there. Now the second one doesn't have any. And I don't know, it's a different frame, different type of frame. But they're drawn a little bit on one side, I guess. It's just wax, drawn out comb. And the other side doesn't have any. And we'll put that back in there. This one's, they're fused together. Get out of here! That dog has a cone on his head, and he just got fixed yesterday, and he's getting stung, so hopefully he learns his lesson. So this is a bunch of comb drawn out again. You see all the bees in here with the pollen on her legs. Trying to be gentle here, see if we can't find that queen. If she's in here, she's probably going to be right inside of this bunch, which would be right here. And I see her. Ooh. I can see her. I'm just trying to get this. They're huddled up all over her, but she's in this pile here. And we'll see if I can't catch it. So what she's doing is she's probably starting to lay some eggs in here. I think I saw her on this one. I'm guessing she's moving up this way, so I'm not getting good eyes on her, but we'll put it back. They work fast. This one's got a bunch of that dry food on her. They get to fixing anything that gets dented in or anything that I ruin. They'll get to fixing it right away. Yeah, I was just trying to get a good picture of that queen. There's a chance that I was wrong. She could be in another one here. Set that back in there gentle. Pretty sure the dog got stung. He's back for more. This was one of the center frames. This one's very busy. You see all that brood. Way different from last week or a few days ago. Whenever I put that food out, you see how quick they get to work when they have food and energy. They use that to make the material, and So these guys will, this one in the next frame will probably be the most filled frames. And all that capped brood right in the middle there that's don't have very many bees on it, that's all brood. That's all bee larvae growing. You can see the babies, I guess you can call them. All those little white things inside those cells are actually larvae, and that's what they're tending to. She lays those eggs, they feed it with a jelly. They'll feed it with a jelly, and then they'll grow out in there. They cap them and then they grow out. And with the queens, they'll actually make a different type of cell for a queen. It's a bigger one, and they feed it royal jelly, and that's how you get a queen bee. Every one of these worker bees have the potential to be a queen if it's already premeditated. Put this guy back. Alright, this next one should be similar, assuming. Put my finger in here. Yeah, this one's working. They're working this one too. There's a ton of pollen being stored. You see all the pollen being stored inside these cells. This side they're building out. Nothing capped yet. So these are the two center frames. So those ones will probably be the most full. And they work from the inside out. So that's how you kind of know with some of these flow frames, you got a window on the sides, which are the outside frames for honey anyway. That's all built up. Now there's nothing laid, there's no caps, but it's ready. So they have it ready for eggs. And then this one, the same thing, they're building it out pretty close. You know, it's not filled out all the way. Let them work on that. And then this last one is pull those up. Now this is all theirs. This is their honey. From the top to bottom, there's no base to it. They built that out. So that's good. So what we're gonna do is, since they're working so fast, can't believe it, I'm gonna push these together. Push these together. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna if I don't have any smoke left, there's some. The smoke will push them down, and there's hardly any smoke, and I get a good light. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna go grab another box, and I'm gonna put it on top of here, and we'll let them have both of those boxes. And I think I might put a queen excluder on here. I'll go grab it now. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is a little bit of smoke. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put another box on top of this, and I'll check it in a week. Alright, this box is going to have 8 frames in it. just like this one. And then the 2 center frames are going to be 100% empty. And we're going to see in a week if they touched those and built any cone off them. I also have a queen excluder. I really don't need to put on yet. But the plan is I'm going to let them get their brood going, get some bees hatched. And then they're either going to expand to this box or they're going to put honey and store honey up in this top box here. Once that's done, what I'll do is I'll put this excluder on. I might put it on just to get it straightened out here. It'll go out, sit on like this, but not on this box. It's kind of plastic crap. That's Flowhive gives you. You could get a metal one, which I probably do. And try not to squish these guys. Come on. Don't need really visible smoke as much as just get them pushed down a little bit, and we'll put this top on here, and you know, slide it. Make sure we don't squish anybody. And get it lined up. It doesn't seem like these frames would hold a lot of honey, but once this stuff is heavy, filled with honey, they get really heavy. I don't know what the weight is, I'll have to look it up, but they get very heavy, and these vertical hives can be a task to deal with. These are all clean. I would say clean. They're not clean, but there's no comb on them. They're already coming up in here. Whatever comb was on here, I scraped off, and there's a feather right there. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna clean these up, housekeeping, and then they're gonna start building off of these. They'll start from the bottom, get those built up, and what they do, if they have now, is they got places here to store honey, so they can focus on the queen just laying her eggs in the bottom. I'm not an expert, by the way. This is what I researched, what I believe. This stuff on the bottom will be designated for the queen. She'll start, just once that fills up, she'll start moving up and moving up. And once you start taking honey from it, you're limiting the amount of mouths to feed, so she's probably not going to lay as many eggs. So what the plan is, I'm going to get these 2 boxes full, hopefully brood on bottom, and then maybe brood and honey mixed up top. And then what I'll do is I'll add a 3rd box, and that'll be just my honey flow frames. And the honey flow frames, they will be these guys. And what happens is you'll put a little tool in here, crack it, and the honey will flow out this bottom part here. And you put a tube on there, and then that way you're getting straight honey, and you don't have to take them out to do it. I don't have the tools, all the gear to extract honey any other way. I don't feel like investing in that right now. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to let them work on this, and I'll put the lid over the top here. And there we go. They'll start working. We'll check that in a week or whatever, my next day off maybe. Then what I'll do is since they seem to be liking this so much, I'll put this back on. And yeah, I'll pull some of these dead bees out of here. A couple of dead ones. My own little bit of housekeeping. Try. We'll just put them out like that. Save that guy's life, maybe. Let's put it up against here so that. There you go, saved his life, her life. Alright, we're gonna line this up. This just doesn't fit this hive so well. It's just the dimensions are different on these flow hives. And now that's lined up. We can put this cup back over. It's got ridges down here and it's got ridges up here. Yeah, you guys aren't even seeing none of that. Yeah, so this cone right here has ridges on it. There's ridges on the inside, there's ridges all the way around it. So they got something to grip onto with their legs. And then the inside of this cup, even though I have some in here that were dead, the majority will make it out. They'll just walk down this and they can walk back out, or if they even go into the water, they can maybe make it to this, get out. So you'll lose a few, but you'll feed a few. That one's drinking off the side right there, but I don't want to trap him, so he's already in there. Save him. Now we'll cap this, and I'll just put this on for weight. And eventually this will have another box over it. So the way it looks is where that feeder is right now, I'll have this queen excluder in place of the feeder. And then we'll put that other box on top of this, and that'll keep the queen on the bottom, and the bees, the worker bees, can still fit through here. And they'll be able to store honey up top without worrying about the queen. We don't have to worry about the queen laying eggs in the top if she were to. I know there's some people that don't put a queen excluder in. That's how we're going to do it. And bring this back in, I'll wash it up. Well, that's that. Cool, huh? I guess that feeding your bees really works, if you have to, you know. I don't know how much longer they would have lasted. That brood stock would have dwindled down to nothing. I mean, there really wasn't a whole lot in there. If you guys watched my other video, there wasn't a whole lot of action going on in there. I was happy to find a queen. It kind of motivated me. And now we can expand, and she's laying so many now, and they're building out that comb so fast that I'm guessing next week that bottom box is going to be completely full, framed from end to end, and then I think they're going to have it started on the top box. I think those two middle frames will start drawing comb out. That'll be 100% of them, and the other ones, frames inside that box, will have a base for them to work off from. But yeah, we'll end the bee portion at that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully it doesn't come out too long. I know I left it rolling. I'll be editing that. Let me clean this lens off. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Wasn't hopefully not too long. Hopefully I'll be able to edit and post it today. Bee suit gets a little warm and it's not hot out yet. Sun's out, but a couple little updates here. We got him neutered yesterday. We rescued him, you know, and so we basically signed a contract, foster to adopt, and you gotta get him neutered for them to release him to you. Man, you know, we would have anyway, but so we're dealing with him and trying to keep him kind of calmed down so he's not running and all that, which he's not. Getting used to that cone. We'll take it off in maybe a week. The other dogs are afraid of him because of the cone. We got I just found something out in front with the goats today that I'm guessing happened last night. But we'll put that in a different video. And I just wanted to get this done with the bees, check them out. I don't remember how many days it's been since I went and bought that bee food and that syrup or whatever. But I feel like it's been a week or less. And they really started working pretty hard after I started feeding them. So I'm pretty excited to keep you updated on the bees, and hopefully we'll get that next week. They'll have that second box, that top box, worked on, and if so, we'll let them sit till it's kind of all drawn out, and we'll add a third, and the third will be our honey. So that'll be fun, and then we'll be able to start bottling up the honey and gifting it and selling it, and it'll be citrus honey, alfalfa, whatever's growing around here. We got a bunch of date trees around here too. They're not in bloom right now, but they will be within the next couple months, or maybe next month. And yeah, fun times. But that's what we got for now. Hope you enjoy the video. Like it, subscribe, share it, and we'll see you on the next one.